A fibrotic capsule is tough to manage, especially when you are challenged to commit to implant a multifocal lens. The location and extent of fibrosis in the capsule is identified. Start from a point just beyond the fibrotic area. In this case, I couldn't complete the rhexis. What I did was, I started rhexis one more in a reverse direction and then went and tried to complete a circular rhexis. I was successful in doing it, though the first anti-clockwise rhexis had gone to the periphery. I carefully did capsular separating hydrodissection from an area far away from the runoff. I tried to rotate the nucleus, epinucleus mass, but it was almost impossible to rotate. Probably the additions between the epinucleus and the capsule was preventing from me doing it, and I abandoned that and I prolapsed the nucleus into the anterior chamber by manual technique. You can see the area which is fibrotic and adherent to the capsule. Now I could easily bisect the nucleus with the shaft of a 25 gauge cannula, which is continuously injecting viscoelastic in front of the nucleus, separating it from the endothelium. The two heminuclei were extracted out of the eye by the sandwich technique, supported by mini vectis behind and then visco-infusing cannula in front. The cortical aspiration was pretty easy. I tried to keep the area of runoff to the fag end. I could remove comfortably, because of the hydrodissection, the cortex out of the capsular bag. I was very careful in the claw cover that had the extension. On inspection, there was a scar which was extending up to the equator and onto the posterior capsule, and runoff had occurred close to that, and the IOL is implanted into the capsular bag. It's a multifocal lens of a beautiful design, and then it is rotated into the capsular bag. Ensure that it is in the capsular bag. The visco and the debris in the anterior chamber and behind the lens is aspirated using Simcoe cannula, and the eye is inflated to normal pressures, and you can push the lens a little to a side away from the runoff to remove the debris under the intraocular lens and wash the back of the IOL. Thank you.